the second ever Books for Bucks. You guys loved the first one. This one is, we're talking about the psychology of money today. Again, if you don't know what Books for Bucks is, it's where I review books, not summarize them. Simple as that. So you get no spoilers. You can pick up the book whenever you want. And I just tell you what's in the book. So there's four components. We talk about the author, we talk about what's in the book, we talk about who should read it, and finally I give you a review of the book, my personal opinion, why I gave it the grade I gave. Before we start, the link for the book is in the description below. The free PDF as well as a paid book from Amazon if you want to buy that. So link in the description, go check it out. Alright, so without further ado, let's start. The Psychology of Money. The author of The Psychology of Money is Morgan Housel. Housel is a graduate of the University of Southern California, where he majored in economics. He was a columnist for the Motley Fool and the Wall Street Journal before he joined Collaborative Fund, which is a venture capitalist firm which specializes in investing in technology companies. So that's where he works at the moment. There wasn't much information I could find about him individually online, so I decided to put in some reviews of the book that people had. So one was by James Clear. He's the author of Atomic Habits. Unfortunately, we will never review that book, even though it's a solid read. I suggest you go pick it up. Atomic Habits, James Clear, he said, and I quote, "Everyone should own a copy of The Psychology of Money." Another review by Howard Marks. He's the co-founder of Oaktree Capital Management. Oaktree Capital Management is an American global asset management firm specializing in alternative investment strategies, largest distressed securities investor in the world, and is one of the largest credit investors in the world. Distressed securities are securities over companies or government entities which are under bankruptcy or financial or operational distress. They manage over $148 billion worth of capital for their clients. And Howard Marks left this review. Housel's observations often hit the daily double. They say things that haven't been said before and they make sense. What is the book about? Let's talk about that for a second. So this book examines personal finance through the lens of human behavior. Very interesting. So a lot of as it says in the book, it's about the psychology of money. What is the psychology of getting rich? There are a total of 19 takeaways you learn, macro takeaways you will learn from this book, out of which I'll state a few. Pay the price, getting wealthy versus staying wealthy. No one is crazy. Wealth is what you don't see. And finally, the relation of luck, risk, and money. Those are just the 5 top takeaways that I personally found very helpful. My voice is pretty cracky. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm having a hard time speaking. I screamed today because I was angry at school. Alright, and one major takeaway you would learn is that, not takeaway, it's like a learning. I'm going to tell you what you learn, just the topic, and how it happens you will see in the book. To be rich, your behavior matters much more than your intelligence. Your intelligence, your IQ, science, maths, anything, it doesn't matter. Your behavior matters. What is behavior? The way you act, your discipline, your confidence, how open are you with people, how good are you with talking people, communication. That all comes under behavior. That's not intelligence. You don't need to be smart to be able to have a good conversation with someone. So it talks a lot about that, and in my opinion, it's just a charm. It can give you some confidence if you suck at school. Alright, who should read this book? I think if you want to start investing, you should start reading this. Or if you already invest and want to get better at it, you should read this as well. The second type of people who should read it is that if you want to know why the rich are rich and why the poor are poor, this book is all you need just to answer those questions. I'll spoil this one for you, alright? The rich are rich because they act in a certain way. Their behaviors are different. Poor people are poor because their behaviors are not what the rich people's behaviors are. That's all there is. There is no inequality, none of that crap. It all comes down to behavior. If you act a certain way, you get certain results. If you act another way, you will get those results. The only difference is that people don't know those behaviors and how they should behave. So there's a lot of inequality and all that. So it's what it is, but I spoiled it for you, but there's some more that Housel gives in the book. Finally, I'll give a rating. I'll give this one I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. If you've read many books on personal finance before and then you pick this up, a lot of the information will just feel repetitive. So like you've already seen it before, read it somewhere. It's very basic, very basic. So I'd say only pick it up if it's in the top three ever books you've read on personal finance. That's it. So other than that, don't. I'd suggest you don't pick it up. Or you could, if you are in a position where you have read a lot of books on personal finance, I'd suggest you just watch a summary video on YouTube. Look, if it is in the top three books you've ever read on personal finance, this book is easily a 9 out of 10. Easily 9 out of 10. It is a solid book. It's better than the last one I did, which is The Richest Man in Babylon even. So yeah, that's just my review. Hope you like this one. Tell me if you want to see some other book. I will read it and I will review it. I'm liking this because the things I'm learning from this, it's incredible about the authors. I'm having to go through the books again to refresh my memory. So it like kind of the concepts that I've forgotten, I'm bringing it back into myself. Take care. Thank you so much for the good response for the first episode. So hope you like it.